Sabaran temelang mulwini abu jeni macharoni. Assalamualaikum, namaste, good day, goeiedag, alweer maasaganners. My name is Winston and welcome back to my channel Bushies Wat Boer. On this channel we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And in today's video I want to share with you some of the diseases that you can come in contact with or that you can come across when you deal with your crop that you've been planting. And pay attention that this year we've like I always say, that this year we went bigger than what we did the previous planting garden. So we wanted to go to go the more natural route. So we don't want to spray any fungicide or pesticide or whatever, or insecticide. We want to go natural, and so we wanted to see what is in the soil, what problems we can get, and how we need to solve it for the next planting season. So stay tuned. So right over here is the pumpkin plants, two of the pumpkin plants. I'm just showing you what a healthy leaf will look like, a healthy pumpkin leaf will look like. But if I come over here, I want to show you this leaf over here, and it looks like somebody dumped some white powder over this leaf, and that is called powdery mildew. It's powdery mildew. You should know by now that I don't care about what the name of the fungus is or the disease is. I just want to know what it does, and I want to get rid of it. So what it does is it will dry up your leaf like this. It will look like this, and on this leaf you can actually see some white spots over there. It will dry that off. And what it does is if it kills the leaf, and whatever fruit grows on the vine, the sun will then scorch that, or it leaves it unprotected for any other birds or anything that wants to protect it, come and eat it or destroy it. So what you want to do is, firstly, how you get rid of it, you can just take your shears and cut it off from the stem just like that, and then get rid of the leaf. Don't even put it on your compost pile. It will just infect the compost as well. And then the other method is obviously to prevent it. You can just use a fungicide. You can spray a fungicide over it, and you can maybe ask your local nursery how you use it, how often you need to spray it. But this is our method. I'm not going to spray anything. I'm just going to get rid of all of these unhealthy leaves, and I will see if I get any pumpkins. We had a big pumpkin over there. We had to cut it open because the worms were attacking it. So right over here we have the watermelon plants, and you will notice the previous video of the watermelons where I showed you how to pollinate the watermelon. This was all green, but you can see that this plant is dying. It actually turned black. It's almost like thunder struck it, and it's dying. It's black, and it's spreading through the vines. So this is two things. It's improper watering. It's not enough water, or you're giving it too much water, or there's a lack of calcium. Now I can say that in this case it's both, because I watered this every second day, and then last week we had rain every single day, and we had lots of rain. But because now with all the water, the plant has the energy to feed the plant, to feed itself, but there's not much calcium in the soil for the plant to grow and fruit to grow properly. So here you can see that the plants that I've grown over there, it's still throwing out plants or fruit over there. We had three watermelons. I will leave a link. I will leave some pictures on the screen for you where the dogs actually came in and they use it as a soccer ball. Okay, and then what the lack of calcium also does is it dries out the fruit like that, and it turns black and dies. It also does this where the fruit is not nice and round, but it is a kind of a weird shape. So this is what the lack of calcium does. So we are kind of late in the season right now. It's the 1st of March, so it's the start of fall. So I'm not gonna feed the soil. I'm actually just leaving the plant to grow naturally. All the fruit is dying, but I'm hoping that we will get at least one watermelon out of all of these, because it's still throwing out some fruit. As you can see, it's still throwing out fruit, and I'm hoping that we'll get at least one, but I'm not getting my hopes up so high for that. We'll just have to wait and see. So in terms of the watermelon, that just means that next year, if I want to plant, or rather end of the winter, I'm just gonna have to take, or during the winter, I'm gonna take out everything. I'm gonna feed the soil with a lot of calcium. I'm gonna feed it with compost, and I'm gonna feed it the whole winter. And then come next planting season, we will plant some more watermelon. So right over here, I want to bring your attention to the tomato plant. All right, so tomato plants, you will get something like this, and this is leaf spots. I think it's septoria leaf spots, where it attacks the bottom leaves. So as your plant grows up, it attacks the bottom of the plant, and the same way the plant will use all its energy to kind of cure this leaf over here, instead of sending it to the flowers to produce some tomatoes, like how these ones are nicely growing over here. Instead, it will rather send all its energy here. So all you have to do now, you just have to come in and just pluck this off. Just pluck it off and just throw this away. You'll see that there's some more. You just have to, I can't reach in there right now, I need to go to the other side, but something like this, you just have to come in, just inspect it like this, and then just pluck it off and then remove it. You can either use your pruning shears, or you can just take your hand and get rid of that plant, and then your plant will now send all its energy to kind of just heal this, and then the rest of the energy will go towards the plant. I just need to support this plant as well, but I'll come back and do that later. So that is it for tomatoes, and then you will have healthy tomatoes growing just like this. So in this bottle I have some soap and water, a mixture. So what I've done is, when we were treating the citrus trees, I will show you, I will leave a link to that video. I will leave a link to that video, and I will show you exactly how to mix that. And all you have to do is you come in and then you just spray that. Make sure that the mixture gets into contact. You will see right over there, there's the aphids over there. All right, so we want to make sure that the mixture comes into contact with the, and you can see it's soap, right? Comes into contact with the aphids, and then you just leave it. All right, just give it a good dose, and you will just leave it. And once you have sprayed it, let me just put that down. I want to show you that right over here, once you've sprayed it, once it will attack the aphids, and then it will turn brown like this. So it will kill the aphids, will turn brown like this, and then you can just come in and get rid of, just look for the base of this leaf, and then just take it off. And if it's really damaged like this, just take it off and throw it away, right? If it's not really damaged or that much damaged, you can just leave it and just allow it to grow further. So that's how you treat aphids on your cabbage leaves. So that's just some of the diseases that I have come across for this planting season. Some of them, or the most common ones, and how to treat it. Obviously, like I say, with the pumpkins, the watermelon, we're not going to treat anything. We're just going to leave it. We're just going to cut off the leaves for the pumpkin and allow the plant to grow. For the watermelon, we're just going to leave that. We're not going to feed the soil. The tomatoes, every day I come in here, and not every day, but every other day. I come in here, and if I see some leaves with a spot, I just take them off and throw it away. And when I come to my cabbages, then I just spray them with that soap mixture that I made up. So you just spray the aphids, you leave it, and then your cabbage plant will be happy. So if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you are the expert and you know more about this, please share your experiences with us so we can learn together. And if you like the information that I shared, please give me the thumbs up. If you don't, give me the thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please destroy the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have a new update. But that's it for me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.